This episode is brought to you by Kasia Studio. If you guys are looking for contractor or ID renovation works, you guys can contact them at Kasia Studio _. You guys can also book a free consultation visit via their website at www.kasiastudio.sg. Rebuild with confidence and live with joy. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Rebuild Podcast with me, Hassan Rahman. This is part 2 with Mason Lim. So Mason is going to continue his story where he returned back to Singapore from Thailand. But before we want to continue again, we're going to mention topics of drugs and it could be triggering. So listeners' discretion is advised. Okay, by the way, I think from what we can understand from Mason's story in the part 1, right? You know, sometimes we are in a phase of life where we feel everything is wonderful and everything is good without knowing that, you know, what are the obstacles in front of us. And when it happens, sometimes we don't know how to deal with it. And these obstacles, these setbacks and downfall is actually a lesson for us, to learn and be better. And that's where we can rebuild. Because some people, when they face with these kind of obstacles and problems, they dwell more deeper into it and they don't know how to rebuild their life back. So Mason returned back to Singapore, bro. How was life when you start life in Singapore, bro?
So when I first came back, of course, like I mentioned, I wanted to get rid of the tramadol addiction.
Yeah.
So the first step, I actually wanted to go back to poly. I wanted to finish the
balance of the terms.
Modules.
Okay.
Yes. So I went to meet the head of department in Temasek Poly.
Okay.
And then they told me, like, you know, because the gap has been so far already, we cannot just let you come back and finish the modules. You have to retake the whole thing again.
The whole term, which is another 4 years.
3 years.
Ui, rabak. Okay.
So I scrapped the idea lah. I was like, forget it lah. So the next thing, I wanted to find a normal job.
Okay.
So I wanted to work for my uncle. But at that point, I really couldn't do anything. Really, it's like the whole addiction to tramadol really crippled me lah.
Okay.
So it was a job in sales. But I think I worked for him 1 month plus. There was zero sales lah. Nothing. I couldn't get anything done. So I tried to seek treatment. I actually went to National Addiction Management Center.
Okay.
That's in IMH. I went during one of the work days, during my lunch break.
Okay.
So I went there, I wanted to seek treatment, and then I found out that their opening hours only during weekday afternoons, 2 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
I was like,
very strange timing.
Yeah, I said weekends you don't open. You know. Like, that means all drug addicts, all no job. So I couldn't. I mean, I wanted to seek help then. But it wasn't available in that sense. So I forget it lah. I mean, I couldn't. I was still working. Then the next thing, because I couldn't produce any sales, everything. I think before my uncle asked me to leave, I decided to leave lah. Like 1 month plus, no money and all that.
Okay.
So that's when I like, you know what? Just do what I know best lah. Go back and do poker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I rented this place in Siglap. 2-bedroom penthouse. By that point, and in Singapore, it's harder to get tramadol already.
Okay.
Well, I came back, I managed to find some pharmacy in Thailand that actually sold me 1 box. That means 100 pills lah. So I had to ration it. Like, you know, I couldn't take 10 every time. I had to wake up, take 2, take 3. I couldn't take the amounts that I used to. I was trying to wean off slowly lah.
Okay.
I was trying my best. And then I read online, like, you know, never ever go cold turkey when you're coming off tramadol, all this.
Okay, but before that, does anyone know that you are battling with this addiction, this tramadol addiction? Did you share with anyone at that point of time?
No.
So only you yourself battling alone?
Yeah.
You didn't open up to anybody, your family members?
Friends lah. I mean, just friends knew that I was. But nobody really understood, like, you know, it's the same thing, like, you know, if you are going through certain obstacles in life, like, people can try and relate, but unless they've been through the same experience or something similar, it's always very hard to relate. You know, like close friends, family, I mean, they'll tell you, you know, just try and quit lah.
Yeah, they don't really understand.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't really get. I don't blame them because it's like I said. If you don't experience it, it's always easier from the side to just look and like, what are you doing? Just stop lah.
Yeah.
But it's always not as easy as it seems lah.
Correct.
Of course, I understand that. So I was trying to quit. Then I went back to do poker. But even like hosting a game, it's very simple only. I just have to send out messages. They come, I give them drinks, So it was very simple to do, but yet I couldn't do that simple thing of just, sending out the text and just organizing properly. So I didn't have any games for quite some time lah.
Okay.
And at that point, because I'm trying to get rid of the tramadol addiction, and it was so tough, I turned to other drugs lah.
I see.
Whatever I can pound myself with, weed, whatever lah. I mean, all the other stuff that I can get my mind off it.
You're finding alternatives with other drugs, huh?
To escape reality.
Okay.
Yeah, basically I'm just escaping reality through another means lah. So I think at that point in time, I was quite suicidal already.
Okay.
Like I lost the meaning in living lah.
Yep.
Like, I'm 24, 25 years old. Like, what am I doing? So it came a point where I tried not to take the tramadol in the morning because I stay in a 2-story penthouse, but my toilet is upstairs. So when I wanted to shower, I had to climb the stairs to go up. So I remember this one particular morning, it's just stuck with me since then, where I didn't take the tramadol. I wanted to go and shower before I went out. And then I stood at the stairs. Physically, I just couldn't climb the stairs. Just one flight of stairs only to reach the toilet upstairs. Yeah, then that's where I really broke down. I knelt down there for a while. I just cried like crazy lah. I was just looking up. It's just there. But I physically couldn't bring myself to even climb a flight of stairs at 24, 25. And that's when really I lost it really lah. Like, what's the meaning when I can't even do something as simple as that? So I was always battling with the whole idea.
The emotions and everything, right?
Yeah, on the one hand, I really wanted to just take the easy way out and end everything.
Yeah.
I won't say it's easier, it's going to be hard lah, but then on the other hand, the other 50% of me was like, if I do this, I will end my misery, but I'll put my family and all my close friends through misery for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
So I was always battling with that. Like, it's so overwhelming that I want to do it, but on the other hand, I cannot do this to my family and friends who love me. Like, there was always that constant battle. But I think it came to a point where I subconsciously just tried to push everybody close to me away. I wanted to so-called get the green light lah, to make them all give up on me so that I can go and do what it is I want to do. And I think I did that successfully with most people already. But my mom was the key lah. I mean, the whole reason I'm still sitting here talking to you, I would really credit everything to my mom.
Okay.
Because she was the last hurdle, the most important person to me. Looking back, I mean, I was completely nasty with my words, my actions. It's just very rude lah. Whatever she said to me, I was just brush it aside with nasty remarks, or even vulgarities, at that point. So I think it came one day. I think my mother knew it better than me. Like, I was doing it subconsciously. I didn't do it like knowingly, like, okay, I want to do this. I was so drugged out and, but I subconsciously, when I look back, that was exactly what I was doing, pushing them away. I didn't know it back then. But my mom knows me better than myself lah. So I think it came one day where she was telling me something and then I just retorted with some vulgarity.
Okay.
And then she just, I was like in a sofa setting lah. I had a sofa in my room. So I was just there talking to her in a rude manner and all. So that was then she talk and then suddenly she just gave me one slap. Pam!
Oh, I thought she was going to give you a hug, man. I thought that was the punchline. Sekali kena slap ah.
The first time in my life I flew to the sofa lah. Then she told me lah. She said it. She said something that really
Hits you hard.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize it at that point. She told me like, Mason, I'm your mom. You're my son. Don't think I don't know what it is you want to do. Okay? You are not like that. I know you are my son. I don't know what you're going through. I can see that you're going through a lot of pain, a lot of misery, a lot of anguish. But can you please, for mommy, just try your best to fight it and stay alive lah, basically. And then that's where it hit me like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And then we just hugged and cried there for a while lah. And I think that's what gave me the extra strength to kind of balance more in the favor of not doing it lah.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why I'm still here lah. If she had given up, she told me like, mommy will never ever give up on you. So please, for mommy, just try and fight. I know it's not easy. I'm not you. But please just do your best. And that's what kept me alive at that point. Yeah, but I mean, even that, after that, I was still battling myself with whatever to escape. But I was alive lah.
Yep. But after that, you already were already overcome these suicidal thoughts, right? You turned into drugs again. Is it because of the addiction, or you don't have any other distractions that can, keep you moving forward to the positive side of life?
Sorry, actually, this part was after I was arrested already.
Oh,
I was waiting. I was fighting the case lah. Okay,
I see.
So maybe I rewind back to how I got caught lah.
Okay.
So back on the staircase and all, where I told you like I was kneeling down and begging, I was actually asking God lah. I was asking like, God, please save me lah. Give me a way out lah. A few days later was when I got arrested.
Okay.
So at that point, everybody like close to me or I hung out with all knew that Mason is always high on ganja lah. That was still but because the prices in Singapore as compared to Thailand was so much higher, and then economies of scale lah, you buy more cheaper mah.
Yep.
So I buy more, I also cannot finish. So I bought last time was like 1 kilo like that.
Okay.
So
all these through direct from Thailand?
No. I mean my source in Singapore all lah.
Okay.
So at that point, like, when I buy 1 kilo, so whoever like I knew smoke, share lah. So cheaper mah. So it was one friend of mine who actually had friends coming over from Indonesia who smoke ganja.
Yep.
So share lah. So I sold to her, she sold to her friends. Friends got caught. Pauto her, she pauto me.
Okay.
And then when CMB caught me, 7-8 of them came my condo and I was high as a kite. I was flying.
Okay.
I didn't even know what was going on. Like 7-8 of them pinned me down and like I didn't even put the pieces together. And then when they went to take my statement and all, I was still flying and all, then they asked me the last part, after 5 hours of sitting there, I thought I was going out on bail.
Okay.
So I was led to believe that I was going out on bail and all after giving my statement.
Yeah, but when you were caught, do you have any amount of ganja with you?
No, I had 2-3 grams.
Okay, for own consumption.
For own consumption.
But because someone have already spilled your names, that's where they came to your house and raided. Okay.
But yeah, at that point, I was thinking of stopping.
Okay.
I said that was the last. That's why I didn't have new ganja lah. I mean, lucky, unlucky, but I mean, I don't know if I would have followed through with it.
Yep.
Maybe not. But I think everything happens for a reason. That was God's plan.
Yep.
But yeah, so when they caught me, I only had like 3 grams left with me.
Okay.
When they took my statement, everything, I was led to believe I was going out. After 5 hours plus, and suddenly they showed me the girl's photo.
Okay.
Like, do you know this girl?
Oh, you didn't know that you were being smashed?
I didn't know I was.
Oh, you thought it was just a random.
I don't even know what was going on. Like,
Okay.
I was too high. I couldn't piece the thing together,
Okay.
So even when he showed me the photo, like now looking back, it's like quite obvious, like what they were. Because you know they show you the mugshot and then the hair all is like rabak one. Like, you should know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
so he showed me, yeah, I know this girl. They said, oh, this one I'm not gonna catch you. Like, oh, she said this, she said that. So I thought like whatever I said didn't matter. Of course now I know it does lah.
Yeah.
But whatever they said, I just
Agree to
and agree.
the
Not even
statement.
agree. I made it worse. Like he said, oh, this girl said you sold her 100 grams of ganja for 1050. Is that true? No lah, 150 grams, 1005. Like you look back, like I was implicating myself even more lah. So I think the officer was also a bit stunned. Like, wow.
Easy job for them already.
Yeah. So that's when like, everything went to what lah. I mean, I was asking God to save me. I think that was his answer lah. To go inside and then, but yeah, if I didn't go in,
To protect you from that suicidal thoughts. But okay, at that point of time, are you aware of trafficking? Are you aware that the consequences of taking drugs in Singapore, that it could land you in prison for, DRC or whatsoever? Were you aware of it?
I was aware of drugs being very strictly monitored here.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the exact punishment at all. I didn't know like trafficking, first timer, for 5 years, 5 strokes, this kind of thing. I had no clue. I didn't know that if I pass deal for free, it still constitutes trafficking.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I know now lah. I mean, but
Back
at that
then,
point,
of course, you
there's a lot
didn't
of
know.
misinformation. Like
So when after the CMB have taken your statement, what did they charge you with?
at first, before that part, it was actually trafficking Aramin 5 to my friend who was in my house.
Okay.
Because on that night itself, the trafficker passed a box of 100 pills of Aramin 5. So happened he passed to me because it's usually shared with 3 of us. Sometimes he'll pass it to my friend. We all knew each other. So sometimes he'll pass to my friend passed to me. But that night nicely was I took it and I passed to my friend. So in my own statement, I also say, I passed to my friend, but I never earned money.
Okay.
So Kana class C, 2 years, 2 strokes. I already like haywire already, like, I'm going for this. So I don't think they expected me to admit to the ganja one at the later stage. So they just wanted to charge me with trafficking the class C drug to my
The
friend.
Aramin.
The Aramin 5.
Okay.
So at the 2 year 2 stroke, I already like blurred in, like, wow, shit, what's going on? But I still thought I was going out on bail. I didn't know how the law worked. So only the last part, like I said, because I think that just collateral damage. Like, the main thing was still the ganja. I mean, that's the reason why I was there.
Because ganja is heavier, right, compared to Aramin.
I mean, that's the reason that actually led them to my house to begin with.
I see.
Yeah, this Aramin thing was just so happened. Oh, this happened also. Then okay, we charge you with this first lah.
Okay.
So I think the last part, they probably thought like I wouldn't say yes or anything lah, because there wasn't very strong evidence and all.
Yeah.
But my own statement was the thing that actually settled it lah.
Okay. So you were charged with trafficking for ganja and Aramin.
After that, the Aramin TIC lah.
Okay. So they still charge you with the ganja thing.
Yeah.
And what was the sentence you got?
5 years, 10 strokes.
So from expecting 2 years, 2 stroke, you already like haywire, knowing that you can have 5 years and 5 stroke because the first time trafficking, right? What was your reaction and what was your mom's reaction?
They were completely shocked.
Okay.
The night CMB, because I was staying in Siglap, right?
Yep.
The night, because my IC, the address is my mom and dad's place. So they'll bring me back there to search the house.
Yeah.
So I was like, when they bring me in the police car and all the CMB car to my mom's place, I was like, whoa, how do I even face them? And usually our main door is always closed.
Yeah.
That night, for some reason, my dad was feeling hot. I've never ever seen my family leave the house door open.
Okay.
But that night, it was as though they were expecting me to. When we came out the lift and went there, the door was open.
Okay.
And then they let me in.
With the CMB officers?
There's 2 CMB officers. I mean, I tried. I told them there's really nothing in my house. But they said, procedure, they have to go. So when they let me in and I saw my parents and my brothers look like, they also didn't know how to react. So they were like, shocked. And then they went to search, nothing, and then go. And then, I They were too stunned to even cry at that point.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You're very shocked.
They're very shocked, like, never expected this to happen, I guess. Then they let me back to the station, and then I was, yeah.
I want to fast forward to the part where you already got your sentence, 5 years, 5 stroke. Being a first timer, you are not related to gangs. You're not affiliated with gangs and stuff, doing all these pokers and stuff, right? The journey during your 5 years sentence, because after deduction, you only serve like 3 years.
4 years plus.
4 years plus, right? Can you like share with us and walk us through like the journey when you were inside prison? How did you adapt and how do you survive these 4 years plus of your time there?
So by the time I went to prison, like I said, I was heavily on everything. So when I first went in, there's the medical check and all that. Right?
Yeah.
I actually told the doctor, that time I was suicidal. I couldn't accept reality.
Okay.
Like at that point, I haywire already. They said, "Oh, you want to play like that?" They threw me in the psychiatric ward. I was there on a 3-way restraint for 3 weeks.
The metal bed. Is it the metal bed?
Metal or plastic, I can't recall anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, I was there to detox and get purge everything out.
Okay.
So I was on 3-way restraint, but at that point in time, I was thinking, I am sober. I said, all these people are all crazy. I'm the only one sober. I'm just going to relax and just... Then after now, I realized actually I am the crazy one. They are all the one who are...
So when you mentioned that you declared you are suicidal, did they give you the belang?
I can't recall.
Okay.
Because I was put in the psychiatric...
for review lah. Okay.
Yeah, so apparently in that 3 weeks, I went in and out of IMH and CGH multiple times.
Oh, okay.
My family actually went there. I have no recollection of that at all. Yeah, apparently I was behind those in the ward. And when my family visited me, my brother told me, he said, when we go there, you were just completely lost. You don't even recognize us. You're just shouting at the walls and all that, like screaming nonsense and all that. Like what a insane person would do.
Okay.
So that happened for about 3 weeks, the restraint and all. Then there will be just brackets, like just moments in the day, like a few brief seconds where I would just realize, oh, this is what's happening to me. But the rest of the day, I'll just go into a completely different world. I think I kind of like, no, that's what it feels like to be insane.
Understand.
So during these brief moments, I think after the 3 weeks plus, this brief moment where I realized, oh, hey, this is what's going on. Was one day I prayed really hard, like, please, like, God, if you can hear me, please save me. I don't want to lose my mind. From that prayer, everything just suddenly changed. Like, suddenly I started to wake up and I started to get better.
Okay.
So by the time they sent me to the housing unit and all, I was starting to get better. But after 3 weeks lying there, I went to the yard for the first time. I thought I want to go jogging and all. I couldn't even run. Like, I lost the ability to even run. But after a while, like, it's gradually, after a few months, it got better. I told myself, like, I'm already here. I have to, happy or sad, I'm going to spend the next however long, 4 years plus inside here. I'm going to make the best of it.
Okay.
So, sad to say, like, prison was actually the happiest I had been in my whole decade of, like, from 20s.
The suffering, the emotional sufferings that you have been going through.
Yeah, the one place that I thought would be the most depressing was actually the place I lost the depression.
Understand.
Yeah, like, everything just started to get better. You know, when my family first came for the first visit, they were expecting, like, I cannot take it. Like, you know, they'll come and see a very sad version of me. But when they came, they actually saw that I was getting better. They were quite surprised, happily, to see that, I'm coping quite well. Like, I was actually starting to laugh a bit more and all.
Yeah, you're more cheerful in a way. Yeah,
they expected the worst. I mean, I would have expected the worst also. So they were quite heartened to see that I was, he's coping quite well. So after a while, you know, as I got better, I worked for a while. Then I told myself, like, I mean, I'm already here. What's the most productive thing I can do inside prison? So that's when I went to enroll into prison school, where I did my A-levels.
Okay.
And then after, when I came out, then I went to NUS.
I see. Okay, before you talk about your release, you mentioned about getting cane, 5 strokes.
10.
Hey, how come 10?
Ganja mixture.
So so by default, court sentenced you to the 5 years and 10 strokes.
Yes.
How was the experience, bro? The caning.
So whoever tells you that after the second or third stroke there's no pain is talking nonsense.
But of course, they say that the third and fourth stroke is the worst. It starts to get worse and worse.
You know, different versions lah. You know, before I went in, you hear all the coffee shop uncle. They say no lah. By the time the third, fourth cane is, you don't feel anything already.
Like real only, uncle.
That's why.
Like real only, you uncle. You go Siam Diu so many times lah.
So the next time I see this uncle, I tell them it's not true lah. So it's basically the pain level is just like a supply curve. You know, demand supply go up. So every single stroke, the pain just exponentially gets more and more sakit lah. I wanted to do 10 Hail Marys, but every time I look down, I rotan satu, then bang. Oh, okay. Oh, this is what it feels like. Then you know, inside prison they cannot make sound lah. You know, later they spread. So I kind of know the prison culture a bit. Like okay, cannot later people make fun of me or that lah. Cannot.
But you really tahan the voice
So I know like my pain tolerance is quite high.
Okay.
Because after I do tattoo, I know like I can tahan a bit. But I scared like first time
Yeah.
Later accidentally like pain
You become the Siam Diu bro.
So I didn't know what to expect. But I know I can lah. So after the first time you pam, I'm like wow. After a while, then you start to feel. Or like a bicycle bang into you like that. Then stroke 2, pam. Oh. Like a bicycle but got 2 fella riding the bicycle. So by stroke 3 is like, you know, there's only so much space on your buttock to whack.
Yeah.
By the third, fourth is hitting the same spot already.
Yeah.
Oh, by the third, fourth one is like one whole MRT just longer.
MRT, this one.
Yeah, so by the time stroke 5, 6, you know, your leg is trembling. You're like, oh, cannot lah.
But does caning, the moment you got your cane, right? You go on the way back to the cell. Have you ever thought like, hey, I really regret go and do this kind of things in my life?
Yeah, I mean, of course, the pain, you know, the anticipation to getting cane is worse than the pain itself.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not something I want to experience again. Of course, it's very painful, it's very humiliating.
Yeah.
It's not something you want to go through. But yeah, I mean, so at that point when I was caned, you know, last time we had the whole system where the person behind will get to see you getting caned.
Yeah.
But because I was caned the most, I was the first, so I didn't see anybody.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because 10 stroke was the worst. So the second guy saw my buttock just split.
Oh, that's very bad, man. Okay, so this is the part when you pursue your studies in prison to get your A-levels. So do you pass with flying colours or?
I managed to get 5 A's and 1 B.
Which is good because I don't really know. I don't understand this A level because I got N and O level, bro. No level.
Yeah, so I was just missing that last A lah. It was just a B, but it was good enough to get into most courses lah.
Okay, and then how did you continue your studies in NUS? Okay, so we were discussing, right? You know, it's not easy to go into NUS. Okay, especially I'm not judging based on because you're an ex-convict or whatsoever, but you know, to some people they just want to study inside, you know, to pass time or you know just to explore their potentials, and they get what they want inside, but they don't pursue. I don't really see. I mean, there are a lot of people who pursue, but you know, to a certain extent. But for you going to NUS, like what makes you want to go into NUS since you already have A levels, which is to some people like this is good enough already lah. Why want to pursue the studies further? But why do you want to pursue to NUS?
You see, inside prison, I had 2 choices because they were just starting the diploma course also.
Okay.
So it's either I go for the A levels or go for the diploma, which the diploma would be more useful than the A levels lah.
Yeah.
Because A levels on its own, honestly, is not very useful unless you pursue university.
Okay.
But I wanted to prove to myself that I could finish the A levels lah. I want to pick myself up where I fell lah.
Yeah.
Where I quit VJC lah.
I see.
Yeah.
And so when you already got released, you went to NUS to take your degree.
Correct.
You completed?
Yes, I completed this year in April.
So you just completed?
Yeah.
When did you got released?
2021.
Wow. So that means after your your prison sentence and then you continue into NUS. And during your NUS, right, did anyone know that you were inside for trafficking?
Yeah, if I didn't hide it, like if anybody in school asked when they found out my age, then I'll just openly tell them like, yeah, I just came from prison.
I see.
Yeah, but surprisingly, like the whole stigma behind all this is not really present in the youth today.
Yes, correct. I mean, back in the past, you will be judged because you're an ex-convict. But the more interesting thing that I want to know that you are now a property agent.
Yes.
And I did discuss this with a few people, we were talking like, hey, want to become property agent, want to become insurance agent. They were only talking about the qualifications. Oh, you need to have A levels, blah, 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 to be a property agent. And then I even have someone coming to me telling me that, hey, but bro, ex-convict cannot become a property agent. You are the first person that I get to find out that someone who has been convicted for trafficking, being a property agent. How did you get yourself there?
Okay, so while I was studying full-time, I was also working full-time.
Okay.
I was constantly seeking to upgrade myself. So in my final year in NUS, I actually went to sit for the property paper.
Okay.
And then I managed to pass it.
Okay.
Because I also have friends who went to DRC, who sat in jail for 1 month.
Okay.
And they were all property agents already.
I see. So that's the reason why you choose to go for this. Because if let's say like for me, why would I want to take a course knowing that I can't be a property agent because of my background?
It can be done. I mean,
okay.
Yes,
It can be done, guys. Don't lose hope. You can sell all the houses but not Changi prison house. I already say really. Okay. So yeah, I mean the process, is it quite easy or how's the process like?
Okay, so after you pass your papers, your paper 1, paper 2, you still have to get approval from CEA. So it might take some time, but if you are on the right track, I think they review everything you've done in the past few years and everything. And then they see case by case basis.
I see.
And then, I finally got it like a month ago. So now, I can properly practice it now.
I see. Can I ask what are your challenges after your release? Because it seems that you are not just coming from someone who are battling with addiction, but someone who battles with mental issues as well. What are the challenges upon your release?
I think I realized that for me, it's about avoiding the depression.
Okay.
Like that is the trigger. The root cause of it is not that I enjoy taking drugs. I think that's the same with a lot of people. But we approach drugs to escape something.
Yep. Like you mentioned, to escape reality.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think it's very important to find out what is actually the root cause.
Okay.
Because if you don't settle the root cause, you don't find out what's actually troubling you, then the likelihood of you falling back to drugs is always going to be higher.
Yep.
You need to find out what is exactly the thing that is causing you to use this as an escape.
Yeah, correct.
So that is, I think, the most important thing when dealing with drug addiction.
Yep.
Because for me, when I came out after everything had, and of course, it's very important to find some purpose. Keep yourself busy. Yeah, because since coming out from prison, I've kept myself very, very busy. Juggling school, juggling full-time work, managing my soccer club.
Yeah, you mentioned about soccer club.
Volunteer. When I have the time, I do a lot of volunteer stuff. And traveling. That's my passion that I share with my girlfriend.
I see.
So there's a lot of things to keep me busy that I don't let my mind anyhow wander. Just basically to find some fulfillment, some purpose in life.
Yep, correct. Because you're distracted with these things, that's the where you are also helping with your mental health.
Yes.
Because when you don't have these things to distract you, you start to get boring. You don't know how to, you start to run away from problems. Because problems, you cannot run away. Problems will always be there.
Correct.
I think that's where they turn to these kind of avenues of, all the wrongdoings, right? But before we end this episode, I mean, now you are already featured in Straits Time regarding your achievements in having a degree from NUS, and now you are already a certified property agent. Do you have concerns or worries where people know you, someone who has been in prison for trafficking, and are you worried that, what will your client think of you?
Okay, I think that stigma is always going to be there.
Hmm.
We cannot hide. We cannot change what we did in the past.
Yeah.
We only can change the future.
Yep.
That's the only thing we can change. We can only mold our future.
Yep.
There's definitely going to be haters. There's definitely going to be people who think that, oh, as an ex-convict, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, or certain stigmas attached to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you to prove it to them, but more importantly, to prove to yourself
Yep.
that
Correct.
you can do it. So that's something that I have been trying to achieve. Like I know that whatever they view of me, I cannot use words to persuade them otherwise. I can do it through my actions. And that's why I made it a point. I'm not going to quit uni. I'm not going to quit uni. I'm going to see this through. Even if I have to juggle all this, I'm not going to quit. I had enough of quitting already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just to show I'm not special really. I'm just showing people that it can be done. It depends on how much you really want to do it.
Yep. Correct.
Correct.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a very good sharing coming from you because I myself feel inspired because, knowing that someone who has been, I thought that it was just a typical, addiction, boring, take drugs, friend take drugs, I also take drugs, going to prison. But the main important takeaways from you is finding the purpose in life. Because sometimes these things, right, it doesn't just come to you, Like even you mentioned that you had the options whether to take diploma or whether you want to take A-levels. Sometimes this opportunity doesn't come to you like that. You have to go out there and find and make the right decisions. And I think this is the part where I'm very thankful, Mason, for coming over to share your story. Because again, like I said, I thought it was just a typical drug stories, but we understand and we understand better in terms of actually you are feeling empty. The emptiness and you don't know how to control the mental, you don't know the root cause. Why are you feeling this? And you mentioned that you didn't share this to anyone. So I think it's important, very, very important for you guys to seek help out there because there are a lot of support groups. There's a lot of hotlines that you guys can reach out to. Just search the internet. You want to seek help for drugs, you have any marriage issues, your children is having some rebellious issues, there's a lot of platforms out there. And Mason is also out there giving talks, you went to boys home,
prison school,
to give talks as well, right?
Yeah, and I will be doing more of that now that I have more time with school cleared up. They have my career now to juggle with lah.
Yeah. So also guys, if you guys want to buy or sell your house, it's not sponsored by Mason, but he just started, he already got his license. But if you guys are looking to buy or sell a house, it may not be you, it may not be your friends, because you guys can try and inquire with Mason. So how can they find you, Mason?
Oh, I'm just starting my TikTok journey.
Everyone starts from zero, bro.
I'm just starting my TikTok journey, so you can find me on TikTok, Mason Andre Lim.
Mason Andre Lim. So you guys can follow him in his social media, give him the support. And I wish you all the best, Mason, in your future, goals. There's the sky is the limit. There's a lot of things you can achieve coming from, the background. You had a good credentials, bro. Like I said, you have a degree, whereas for me, I only have N and O level. I'm not proud of that, although I have no level. But again, the purpose in life. Because the most important thing is we do what makes us happy. We may not be highly educated, but we don't do stupid things, to get ourselves into trouble, making us not just us suffer, but our loved ones as well. So thank you so much again, Mason, for coming over. I wish you all the best. With that, guys, this episode is sponsored by Cassia Studio. So you guys want to renovate your house, you guys can reach them at their socials, Cassia Studio _ or you guys can visit their website at www.cassiastudio.sg. So you guys can reach them out, have a free consultation, make your house sweet, nice one. Contact them, and with that, guys, settle.